Hey y'all,
Hey,
I'm Ebony,
and I'm Shakur.
and welcome to the UnapologeticallyUs podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank you for joining us today. If you're new here, welcome. Glad you could join us. And all those good things, we are back again with another episode. We are back again. Consistency
is key.
But yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump right on into it, child. Listen, what's been up with you?
Nothing, same old. Everything's been pretty good. No new, I don't have any new things going on here. But I mean, no complaints, I can really say that I've been appreciating life. I mean, I've been busy, which I've stated, but I guess I'm getting accustomed to the busy life. But for the most part, I'm good, y'all. No complaints here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good to have nothing, major going on.
Yeah.
That's good.
No.
Child, listen, she ain't gotta bring myself in. So listen, y'all, we was getting ready for this episode, and I was trying to do something to my, these braids, and I was like, why is, do my makeup and my braids? I said, why is my arms hurting, my back is hurting? Because somebody wanted to go work out and do arm or mostly back work. But you're doing things wrong with other things too. So your arms and your back and everything is hurting already. You ain't really just rested, but you're hurting as you're trying to get ready to record. So child, listen. My back better be backing.
We had a good workout. It wasn't me though. Was it me? No.
She want to say it was her husband fault. It
was.
But I say leave and cleave.
No.
Two becomes one. So that means that whatever you get, he got to get two. Or whatever he get, you got to get two.
No. It was him. It wasn't me. I didn't say a word today.
It was both of them. Two became one.
Wow.
So child, if I had to be pushing my braids to the back this whole episode because the bun wasn't working, just mind your business.
Now
let me be great.
She wrong for that. She wrong. Now I asked her. I told her.
But if I would have been like, oh no, I'm just not gonna come, then we working out in your area. So and then I told her I was coming. She was like, yay. I'm like, gotta go now.
It's fun working out with you. It is.
Work out with your friends, they say.
Yes.
And then y'all know how to leave. We was in there for 30,000 hours.
We were not. We
was in there for a long time.
You don't know.
I know what time I left my house and what time I made it back. What time when I got in the car.
We had a really good workout.
We was an hour.
Yeah, that's normal.
Over an hour.
Yeah, that's sometimes.
No, I do 45 minutes.
Well, that's because we did all that other stuff and with the, with the other guy.
And then I get that to, oh, they not already started. Yeah, we in the warm up. The warm up. With weights. Like we ain't just stretching. I warm up with cardio. Get the heart flowing. Little Stairmaster. Y'all giving me after 2 sets increase. It increased.
She's going to appreciate this later.
Oh, one thing about me, I said in a lot of episodes, or maybe the first episode, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, she does.
I'm gonna talk my noise.
She gonna talk.
Don't be petty. My facial expression may be like,
but she gonna.
I'm gonna do it.
And she gonna push herself. You do pretty.
And I'm gonna be, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cause she don't want me to talk about them.
No, but because I know, like, okay, if this is too easy, then my body's not working. So I have to work my body.
Okay. Work your body.
Anyway.
Is it working?
It's not. But yeah, like y'all just disregard me flipping my hair back because they blunt had to go and my arms is just done.
My arm's a little, well, no, my back is a little sore, but you know, it's worth
My
it.
back hurt too.
It's worth it. It don't hurt.
I'm probably even gonna want to go to brunch in the morning.
It's just sore. That's okay. You can just come to church.
Anyway, let's get into it. Today's topic, since we talking about fitness anyway.
Yes.
I know that you be getting a lot of questions and comments, and we actually have a question today. Because you know, like she said in the last episode, she be having her reels and things, and people are just trying to figure out like they see like the, you know, where to them it's a finished product, but you know, for you it's not.
Definitely not.
But they see the things that you're doing in the muscles and stuff, and they're like, bro, how can I, like, I be like you be seeming like real motivated, and I just don't be motivated.
Yeah, true. I mean, but I had to get there. You know, all the tips and, you know, the suggestions and everything that I will provide or that I put out when I'm making a reel, I had to use those things for one. And then progress. You know, I was at a point where I couldn't stay motivated. I couldn't stay consistent. You know, I probably can remember 5-6 years back where if I would have been as motivated and consistent as I am now, then yeah, I would have been probably a finished product by now. And so just being able to stay motivated and incorporate those different skills and that consistency into my regular life, into my schedule. So like, just like I schedule my clients for appointments, I schedule the gym in to my schedule. But it didn't start off like that. You know, I had to start somewhere. And I can remember, you know, going, and so one of my tips, you know, finding you an accountability partner and doing that. So I used to go to the gym with friends. I used to work at home with roommates and everything like that. So just trying to incorporate different diets, just incorporate different meal plans. And so I tried it all. I did keto a few years ago, and which I still do keto consistently. I'm not fully on keto, but I choose keto options. And so that's one thing that I can definitely provide, I guess, knowledge and my experience from is keto, because that has definitely worked for me. But you know, I've been through those steps. I've been through the steps of having to figure out how to stay motivated, how to stay consistent. And I would say that it was the staying consistent part that was hard. With everything else going on, with going to school, going to work, my daughter, trying to date, just a whole bunch of things. And it was hard to get to the gym, you know, and I think I was going to Planet Fitness. I was going to Planet Fitness, you know, where they have what kind of candy they got at the door? Tootsie Rolls. They got Tootsie Rolls at the door. You know, they have pizza days and bagel days. Like, I just can't take you serious. How am I just finished?
You know what I heard about that though?
What?
That, cause I went to Planet Fitness too. That was like, you gotta give a reason to keep coming back.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that makes sense.
If I'm feeding you Tootsie Rolls,
yeah,
you're not supposed to eat, or I'm feeding you all these pizzas,
yeah, then you're gonna stay. So
you're eating something unhealthy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're gonna stay coming to the gym. Yeah. So you're going to go burn 500 calories
and eat,
and then you go eat 1,000 on the way out because it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I get it. The Tootsie Rolls, sometimes you need an extra little, you know, maybe after your workout, during, or whatever. But if you grabbing a handful of Tootsie Rolls on the way out or in, okay. But still, everybody had to start somewhere, and that's it's still some good people that go to Planet Fitness, but you have to be like strict where I could look at the free pizza, look at the free breakfast, look at the free Tootsie Rolls, and be like, I'm straight on that. I don't need that, and go on. But those people that's just starting out, they be free.
And when you just starting out, who don't want no pizza? Because you've been depriving yourself of something.
I love pizza.
What?
I love pizza so much.
You've been depriving yourself of it anyway, so when you see it, it's gonna be hard to resist that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Because I will tell you, it's hard. But doing keto and seeing all the different options that they have now, like even ice cream, they have keto friendly ice cream. They have so many keto friendly options where it's like brownies, everything, bread, all of my favorite bread. Oh my God, I love bread. Not saying, and everybody's number one question is, it tastes different. What it tastes like? It's a substitute. You gotta understand that it's not gonna taste exactly like the brownies. It's not gonna taste exactly like a Coke, ice cream,
Bluebell.
It's not gonna be Bluebell, but it's going to give your body what it feels it needs, and it's gonna suffice, and you're going to be able to keep pushing. I probably got keto ice cream in my refrigerator right now, and I bought it just to have one spoon, and I haven't had one in probably the 3 weeks that I bought it since then. And so it really just is there to satisfy that craving that your body will give you, to make your mind think, I need something sweet, or I need something unhealthy. We don't need that, And so once you get to the point where you can say no to that pizza, you can say no to that, then the consistency comes, the motivation comes, and you can continue to do it. And when you continue to do it, it feels so good.
And staying consistent with eating, I know, like, just, when I dabbled into keto, with watching you on keto, which is, you're cutting mostly carbs and sugar and stuff like that. When you, not say deprive yourself, when you be conscious about the picking more, I don't say diet, but like a eating lifestyle change.
Right.
When you do go back and you eat the things that you want, you do see how your body reacts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can, like, I know when you was eating certain stuff, now you be like, oh no, this too sweet. And I be like,
this
not
good
sweet at all. But when you cut sugar, you start to see that sweet tea tastes a little different.
Yes.
Certain sweet stuff tastes a little different. When you're eating carbs, when you cut carbs, you see how your body reacts to carbs. Maybe you're a little more sluggish.
Yeah.
If you're eating mostly greens, and you may have some carbs here and there, but when you go back to the fried foods, you see how that makes you feel. And if you're consistent in the gym, you can see how those foods make you feel too.
Yes.
Because if you eating ice cream and pizza and then go work out, your workout may be a little more sluggish. Versus if you ate a balanced meal, you had your salad, your greens, and your baked meat or broiled meat or air fried meat, whatever, and then you have a little more energy.
Yeah, definitely, because everybody wants to lose weight and have this perfect body and perfect figure, but they don't want to do the things that cause you to get those things. Everybody want to go lay on somebody's table, but 90% of the change is in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen. If we're not willing to change our eating habits, like, I can go to the gym all day, but if I'm not incorporating a change in my eating patterns, it's not going to be beneficial. You're gonna be like, I've been going to the gym consistent for 3 months and I don't see nothing. Why? Because I haven't changed my eating. I feel like I can still eat that pizza. I'm going to get cheesecake but because I went to the gym, it's fine. I'll go to the gym later.
Burn it off, maybe not.
It don't help. It don't work. 90% is in the kitchen. You have to change those eating patterns in the kitchen, for sure.
And some people, I was thinking about something she was talking about the food, but it's more than just changing the eating patterns. It's like recognizing what is causing you. As women, our hormones are a little different, and so we tend to crave things a little more. I know, or just not even just hormones, but for me, I know. I recently discovered what stress does to me. If I'm stressed and I'm sad, then I don't eat nothing. I don't have an appetite for nothing. You can put food in my face. It's disgusting. I don't want nothing. I sometimes have to make myself drink like a Gatorade or something, because it's like I'm not hungry, but I need some type of electrolytes or something in my system. But if I'm stressed, but I'm just not sad, I'm like overwhelmed a little bit, I'll eat everything inside. I'll crave any and everything. And so sometimes you can do good in the sense of like, okay, I'm gonna go get this or whatever. I'm gonna try to psych my mind and not go and not buy it. If I don't have it in my house, I don't want it. But I recognize too that in that moment of stress or whatever, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. Because that craving will be so strong that you want to go get it. Or when it's that time of the month, that craving is so strong that you want to go get it. And I crave cheese and ice cream. I want pizza, preferably pepperoni pizza. And I want either Bluebell pecan praline cream ice cream or Baskin Robbins, the devil. All because it's not just the ice cream, it's the caramel in the ice cream. So I want it that bad. Like, give that to me. I want it right now. And so what you were saying, like, it's in the kitchen, but it's also recognizing, like, well, for me, it was recognizing, because I can eat healthy. I can go pick healthy stuff to eat. But in those moments of like, okay, I want this. I'm craving it so bad. And then why are you craving this? Why are you just wanting to eat are you stressed? What's going on? Or whatever.
And that's why those substitutes are beneficial. And I know, but I'm just saying that's why they're there. And so because we can recognize, oh yeah, I'm stressed and I want pizza, so I'm getting it. And so then what does that do for me tomorrow when I'm like, damn, why did I eat that pizza? But again, sometimes we do, like, you know, sometimes I don't just eat healthy every day or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat some pizza today. Or yes, I'm going to eat the roll from Texas Roadhouse. Like, yes, you know, and so it's fine, but you have to know that I'm going right back to it. If I had it, I'm going right back to it, because what we tend to do, once
we off that way.
Once we off. Oh, well, I had pizza yesterday, so I might as well eat this cake today. Just have not your cheat day, your meal. And when I have that meal, I'm acting like I didn't have it. And I'm going right back to my healthy options.
And even with the cheat meal, like, let's just say you like a 10-piece from Wingstop, you know, which the wings not that bad, but you get the fries too. But you cheat, you know, this your cheat meal, whatever. Get the 6-piece. Eat the fries, but take half of them.
Right, absolutely.
Because if you really like, cause for me, I know it's mostly like, this is what I like. And if I hadn't had it in a while, I'm going to want it. And because I'm going to want it, then, if I keep depriving myself of it, when I go for it, I'm going to go eat. But if I allow myself that little cheat meal to say, okay, I'm going to get my Wingstop today, let me just eat a 6-piece though. Because knowing that I'm not disciplined enough to get a 10-piece and eat 5 now and eat 5 later. I'm going to eat the all 10 right then and there.
Yeah, because my mind say that I want it all.
Yeah.
It tells me, oh, I bought it for me.
Yeah.
Even though our body is probably full, we're going to eat them all because they're there. And so, you know, when we talk about like portion control and we're monitoring our portions, we literally only need small portions, but we eat things. Just imagine if I make a Sunday dinner and I make me a plate, I'm only going to want to go get more because there is more
there.
But if there was no more, I will be satisfied. And so you're satisfied well beyond all the food that you done put on your plate and that second plate.
Yep.
You know, but we tend to overeat, especially in our Black community. We overeat. We eat because stuff is good.
And it's because when you grew up, when you were growing up, you didn't fix your plate. Your mama fixed your plate.
And you gotta eat everything on the plate.
You can't get till you finish eating.
Absolutely.
So you could be full, but you're like, I gotta keep eating this spaghetti because if I don't eat, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Facts. I mean, I kind of feel like that. I don't stuff my children plates, but I want them to eat what's on their plate. But you know, I present my kids with healthy options.
And you also, portions more. I don't, not saying that, because my parents, my mama did. She did most of the cooking and serving food. So it was, I'm going to put this on your plate.
And you going to eat it.
Because you going to get full because this is it for the night. Or this is it for right now. Yeah. So don't come in and ask me for nothing after this. I put all it on your plate. You better eat it. Yeah, absolutely. Or whatever. So, you know, I think it's different with your kids because you understand portions now. So, of course, you're not going to give Jay a whole plate of spaghetti. Right.
Absolutely.
You're going to give her what you feel is enough for her to eat.
Right. Which is going to be satisfying for her. And, you know, my question, and this for you guys too watching, because we have a lot of especially our young kids, our African American kids are experiencing diabetes. They're pre-diabetic before 8, before 10. And so as parents, it's up to us to make sure that we monitor and we're providing our kids with better options, right? And so
keeping them active.
And keeping them active, definitely. Because it's important. I mean, these kids now are very different than what we went through. So mama probably put a whole plate of spaghetti on my plate, and it affected my body very differently than how these kids now are affecting. And these kids are being bullied for their sizes. They're bullied for everything these days. And so if we can just do that small thing in keeping our kids active, letting them go outside, providing them with healthy food options, just small things like that is very, very important for their health and their overall whole physical everything. You know, it's hard because healthy food appears to be more expensive.
It depends. It depends. It depends on what you get.
Yeah.
Because looking at, like if I say, okay, I'm going to buy something Friday to last me the whole weekend. But I don't want to spend over X amount of dollars. I mean, it done changed a little bit now, but you could go get a pack of hot dog wieners and buns and, you know, with your fixings. And you 10 at the most $15 depending on if you adding a drink or something to it with, you know, too. Whereas keto buns is $15,000.
They are not.
Compared to, okay, they're not $15,000. But great value white bread is like 98 cents, $1.18, so a lot going on with that. But keto buns or bread is like $6.
$6.98.
The great value loaf of bread is this long. The keto loaf of bread is this long. So you want me to pay $5 extra for less slices of bread?
Yes. Pay now so you don't have to pay later.
True. But we talking about what you said, we talking about like the food portion. Sometimes even with restaurants. Yeah. You're gonna pay a little more for that broiled chicken and baked fish than you is the platter. Yeah. I mean, and then you think about the baked catfish. You got the baked catfish. You get like that one little fillet. But they give you a platter. And you got all the fried.
Oh
and then you don't get an option of a half and half with the platter.
Yeah.
You get either baked fish or grilled shrimp.
Yep.
With that platter, you can get the fried fish, the fried shrimp, the oysters, the crawfish tails, depending on where you go. And then you got a plate of fries and rice to go with it.
Okay, so yes. I'm not telling you that they make it easy.
They don't.
They do not. But that's where that consistency comes in, where you're like, okay, I know I can say no to this. I'll take this baked fish, blackened fish over this fried because I know that it's better for me. That's why I said appears.
It because but then too, because thinking as a person, a consumer who is, picky about what they spend, trying to be strict to a budget. If I'm going out to eat and I say, oh, I only got X amount of dollars to spend, and if I'm going to spend X amount of dollars on some food, for one, I want to make sure I'm full for it, but two, my bang for my buck. Yeah. So if I'm paying $3 more for baked fish, and I don't feel like it's enough, then what I'm gonna go for? That platter that I know that's I'm gonna have something to take home if I need to. With the bread, I've attempted keto and still been attempting keto, but I know for me, sometimes quick meals is my thing. Sandwiches is something I can do quick, but if I gotta pay $6 more for some bread,
it's worth it.
I'm gonna think a little different about it.
Yes.
Now granted, I don't have to get bread, period. I can just maneuver and get something else. I don't have to do a sandwich for the week. But if I want a sandwich, that's hard.
Understandable. It is.
Even with burgers, I can get a thing of meat, a ground meat, that can make me about a good 8 burgers that could last me for a couple of days. But again, great value buns is like $2. Keto buns is $15 million. and so,
well, yes, but think about it. Like, we're just becoming exposed to the keto options. So yeah, of course they're gonna be way more expensive. But I promise you, the payout at the end, the satisfaction that having that keto bread gives to me, those $3, $4, $5 don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, it's beneficial for me. It's beneficial, but that also comes with, like you were saying earlier, that mindset, having to say, why am I doing this? Why do I feel like this isn't working? Am I putting everything into what I can? Because we got $3, we gonna probably go spend $3, $4 on something else. I'm gonna pick up a pair of earrings or some lipstick or something that probably spent that $4 that I could have used on a healthier option for me for food. So it's just a balance in figuring out it's just a balance in figuring out like what you actually want to do. And so when you're motivated to do those things, when you know that you didn't spend an extra $5 on this bread, I want to see what kind of work it's gonna do. So I'm gonna motivate myself to say, you know what? Let me see what this gonna do for me. Is it gonna change, or do I need to say, nah, that bread really ain't did nothing for me. I'm gonna go back to the great value. But I also have to ask myself, did I put 100% into it? Because again, 90% in the kitchen. Yeah. And so no person can tell me that they've changed their eating habits to a healthier eating style and didn't lose weight. Or didn't lose something. Didn't lose inches or something. Because it doesn't happen in the gym, it happens in the kitchen. And so a lot of people say gym. Yeah, it's beneficial to go to the gym. It's definitely beneficial, but it starts in the kitchen. It starts in the kitchen. And yeah, that does look a little more expensive, because that was a struggle for me. You know, somebody who, I'm very frugal now. So I'm always going to pick the I'm always going to pick the bang for my buck type of meal. But then I have to say, what is this doing for me? I'm going home, I'm so full, I'm miserable.
That temporary satisfaction.
That temporary satisfaction that I gotta pay for later. I'm waking up, stomach hurting, or I done ate so much the night before, now my body want more in the morning. And stomach growling as soon as I wake up in the morning. So providing my body and noticing my body, what's going on with my body, it tells me like, you could wake up and you like, I feel lighter. Like, Des will tell you he can get up some days and know exactly what the scale's gonna say when you get on it, based off just how you feel, because he knows his body. And so it's important to just keep those different things into consideration when you're figuring out what you're going to eat, figuring out, am I going to start going to the gym, figuring out, is this a lifestyle that I want to take on, so
even with it, you have people that probably got the nutrition down pat, but then there's the thing about the gym and the motivation it takes to go to the gym every day, because everybody don't have the luxury of having a gym in their home, or whatever. And so sometimes like it's really like you have to get up and go to the gym. So what could you say motivates you to keep you going to the gym?
I think for me, I have been going consistently for so long. Now when I don't go, I feel off. So I'm getting up in the morning, I'm going to the gym. And if I can't make it in the morning, I know I got to go in the afternoon. And it's just a part of my daily routine at this point. But how did I get there? Doing it. Just making sure that I'm going in. And I won't ever say that I go to the gym, that I've been going to the gym consistently for 5 years. No, of course not. But I take it day by day, and then week by week, and then month by month. And then so, that satisfaction that we talked about, my gym, they'll post how many days you've been to the gym in that month. And so when I can go up and see, 26, 28 out of the 30, I'm happy. And guess what that did? Motivated me to try to get 29 or 30 the next month. And so I consistently try to motivate and hold myself accountable. And so it used to be my friends. It used until they decided to stop. And then once your friends stop, we going to the gym hard together. But then they stop. They fall off. Something happened with them in life. And then they don't go. And then guess what I'm not doing? Oh, I'm away for it. Then I'm not going. And then it was Des. I learned so much from Des in the gym. And I used to didn't even want to go without him. Oh, you're not going till this afternoon? Okay, I'm going to wait. Oh, you're not going, you going in the morning? Oh, I'm going to move my schedule around because I want to go with you. And because I felt like he was teaching me and I was learning so much, my body was changing so much. I was like, oh yeah, I need him to go to the gym. Until he said, oh, that's what you're doing? All right, you need to figure that out by yourself. Like, no, go do, or what the workout is today. He used to say, what the workout is today. And I'm like, oh, you want me to do it? I'm expecting you to do it. And so then when he started doing that pushed me to say, oh, you can do this by yourself. I don't have to have the fear of doing something wrong in the gym, because I'm practicing with him form. I'm practicing how much I can take, how much I can handle. And so when I got to the point where I'm comfortable and I knew what I was doing, or sometimes I didn't even know what I was doing. I can remember many times him at home, because he done went to the gym already, me calling him saying, babe, I'm trying to do what that workout is that I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to be chest forward, hips out? Like, how is that supposed to look? And him telling me, but just being excited about that, because when you see those changes, oh my God, when you see them changes, that's the motivation right there. When you see those changes to your body, and then I think I posted a video before, and it was like, your friends will notice, other people will notice first before you notice, and just seeing that people were noticing, oh, you in the gym, that just keep me motivated, keep me consistent. People asking me questions and things like that, especially about eating, just that keeps me motivated. So for me, it's just normal. Like it's weird to not go for me at this point, So yeah, I love it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm out here loving it.
I think the more you go, the more that you like it. And I think that if you are very serious about it, then you won't make no excuses for yourself.
Oh, definitely.
And give yourself a little grace to know that there may be some days that you probably ain't gonna be able to go. There may be some days that you're gonna be tired and you don't want to go.
Yes.
And saying, okay, you gonna take the day, cool, but you better get back up and go tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. Or like, I said in Child Listen about you want to work out before we went, but I also sat back and said, well, even if you don't go now, when you gonna go? Absolutely. As far as today goes. Yeah. Because you don't know how long y'all gonna be tonight. Right. So who's to say that you're gonna have time to go when y'all done? Yeah. Or who's to say you won't be tired enough? Yes. To go when y'all done. So go ahead and get out the way now. So yeah. I think the motivation comes, of course, after the results. I think that kind of helps you stay motivated when you see the results. Mm-hmm. But I also think it's like when that mind gets to where you really want to do it, you're gonna find
unstoppable.
Because how you described yours, it just the gym became second nature to you. Yeah. It didn't become something that I have to do, something that this is my day. My day consists of getting up, going to work, tending to my kids, my husband, my family, whatever, gym, bed, wake up, all over again. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it became too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool little topic to talk about.
Yeah. So before we go into the next point, I want to provide you guys some tips, and you guys can also go on to my social media. I provide mental health tips and
at Sugar for Me.
Oh, thanks.
Shakur Knighton on Facebook.
Yes, thank you. I provide mental health tips and fitness tips, and so I'll give a few fitness tips as it relates to some things that I think will be beneficial for people starting out, right? Mm-hmm. So tip number 1, make small changes. Do not feel like you have to just jump into being this mega bodybuilder. I can lift whatever's in the gym to offer, right? Mm-hmm. Go in, take those small steps, even if it's I wasn't running at all and I'm gonna do a light jog on the treadmill for 5 minutes, whatever it may be, or the elliptical, whatever that looks like. Make those small changes, because if you encourage yourself to do 5 minutes, then you can encourage yourself to do 10 minutes. Okay?
And I'm gonna pause you right quick, because that was really good. Because as people are first starting off, you're gonna go in and you're gonna think that, because like if I think about our gym anytime, especially the one where I'm at, part of the reason why I like going with nobody, for one, nobody's in my way, but two, sometimes you're thinking people are watching you. Absolutely. And the more you go, the more you realize them people are not really caring about what you're doing. Yeah. They're not looking at you on the treadmill. They're not looking at you on the weights. They trying to get their own things going. And so you going in, you looking at somebody, and they at the 40 and 55, and you can barely pick up a 10 or a 15. And so with them small changes, that's like that was really good. But also knowing like them people ain't worried about you.
They not worried about you.
They is not worried about you. So if you can only get on that treadmill for 5 minutes,
get on it for 5.
Then get on it for 5. Yes. And then push yourself, either each week or each time. Yeah, but absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Number 2 being stay consistent. We talked a lot in this episode about staying consistent, because consistency brings on the motivation. Mm-hmm. When I can become consistent, if I can set a pattern, it takes 12 to 14 days to set a pattern. Mm-hmm. And it becomes easier once it's a pattern. It becomes, like I talked about, it becomes a part of my lifestyle. That is easier. Mm-hmm. So consistency is key. With consistency comes motivation. Mm-hmm. Changes will not happen overnight. Mm-hmm. Remember that. And number 3, Find an accountability partner, a reliable accountability partner. Reliable. I stretch reliable because, again, everybody likes the sound of going to the gym and working out, but everybody don't want to put the work in necessary to do it. So when you find that accountability partner, it's more than just going to the gym. It's accountability. It's that food, those healthier options. It's those things. Realize that you need a good and reliable accountability partner. And those are my fitness tips.
Come on, tips.
Yes, so that's good. I encourage everybody to just walk in a healthier you. And whatever that looks like. If that looks like, I'm eating takeout 7 days a week, and that has to go down to 5 days a week, try that. Small changes. If I know that I don't work out, or I know that I'm wearing my Apple Watch or my Fitbit and I'm tracking my steps, but I'm really just swinging my arms to get
Apple Watch.
Both our Apple Watches broke. Okay, but I'm just swinging my arms to get my steps in versus actually getting those steps in. 5 minutes. One thing that encouraged me to get my mile in, sometimes I'll be like, I literally probably gonna sit here on TikTok for 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, and I probably can go and get a mile in, and then I go run the mile, and it's 9 minutes. It literally took me 7 to 9 minutes to run a mile when I was just gonna sit on TikTok. So I encourage you guys to encourage yourself to...
In the Lord. I'm just saying.
In the Lord. To encourage yourself to become a healthier you. Yeah.
So we can go to the question portion, because we do have a question from a listener. It says, so I really have fitness goals I want to achieve, but I struggle with starting and having patience. What can I do to overcome this?
Starting. It's always the hardest to start. Starting.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And it's like, that's so easy for y'all to say, but no, like literally, like people say, if I go and buy the gym clothes, it's going to make me go do it. No, it's not.
Nope.
Because gym clothes is a fad now, so it's part of fashion. So you can go buy gym clothes and still not go do it. You can have workout shoes and still not go do it.
Absolutely.
So it's literally just making up in your mind
that you're gonna do it. Absolutely. And understanding that I may have to start 5 times. I may have a day one 100 times. But I started. I started. And the second part of that question is having the patience. Understanding and realizing that I may have to have 6 day ones, but the day one mean I started. So if I'm at the gym and I'm posting day one again, or day one, or whatever the case may be, at least I'm on day one. And that's what's important. Day one is going to make you push for day 2. And it's okay if after day 7, I have another day 1. That's fine. Just keep pushing.
And patience, because maybe it could be patience in the process. Understanding that we think we gained the weight overnight. But we didn't gain it overnight.
No, absolutely.
It took a little time to get to that point. So if it took a little time to get there, it's going to take a little time to come off.
Absolutely. More time.
So, to come off. And so, if you are being consistent, if you get up and go, that's the one. I would say give yourself a checkpoint time. It may be once a week. It may be it could be 21 days. You said 14 days to do a pattern. So give yourself 14 days of getting up and going consistently. And then once you hit that 14 day, maybe check the scale. Maybe check more to your clothes. Have something that you like to wear, but you wish you looked a little better in. That you put on, and then you wait your 14 days and put it back on
Yes.
again. Some
Yes.
people say that works for them. For me, it's the scale, but I don't do it every week. I do it every 2 weeks.
Stay off that scale every day.
Right, don't do it every day. Yeah. But you give yourself the 2 weeks. And for me, and I literally just said earlier about the patience part. I went home, and I was like, dang, okay, I've been doing this or whatever. And then we took pictures, and I'm like, girl, you got a long way to go. But, and it do get discouraging because you're like, man. But then you can also, if you doing them checkpoint times, you can also see when you messing up. Yes. Okay, maybe I need to do less cheat days. Yes. Maybe I need to, not get the great value bread or whatever because it's cheaper. Spending the extra $4, or did I consistently go? I may have ate right, but did I consistently work out right? Mm-hmm. Those 1 or 2 days that I took off, or that couple of days because I was tired or whatever. Mm-hmm. That kind of, you can kind of go back and revamp what you're doing. Because if you're really paying attention to it, you'll know where you're messing up at anyway. Absolutely. So, but the patient part is just knowing, like, I didn't gain it overnight, so I'm not going to lose it overnight.
Absolutely. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Sure would. And then for me, like you have to find something that makes you motivated to keep going. Yes. And it may be that going to the point of where I want somebody to tell me, dang, you slimming up. Because you're not going to see it. Yeah. You're not. No. So if I done went to see somebody that I ain't seen in a while and they ain't told me that I look small or whatever, okay, well, I ain't doing something right. Yeah. But don't get frustrated. Just look at it as, okay, I'm not quite where I need to be. Let me figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's
because the struggle be real.
It is definitely real.
Oh, and then giving grace. Yeah. Because you may lose and gain back.
Yes. Absolutely.
You may lose 15 and gain 5.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yep.
Stay with it. It'll come off. It'll come off.
And then knowing where the 5 came from. Because if you are incorporating weights,
it's going to come back.
The scale number may look a little different.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to look different.
But you're going to also look different.
Absolutely.
Too. So that's why when she said don't get on the scale every day, once a week is kind of a lot. But if you need it, then do it. But yes. Because that scale going to make you be like, oh, I ain't doing nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, I started off like that. I started off wanting to get on the scale every day because pounds mattered, right? Yep. Pounds mattered until I started lifting. Oh yeah, they do a little bit. But I understand. But a little, just a little bit. But I understand. But I understand that I lift weights now, and I lift heavier, and so I will gain that muscle, and it's not heavier, but more dense than fat. Yeah. So I try to stay off the scale as much as I can, but the scale mattered. So that's why I can tell y'all starting off, set you those checkpoints, like she said, where you're not getting on the scale every day, because that's gonna stop you. That's gonna send you to that pizza and them cheesecake and them brownies. So stay off the scale. Encourage yourself to stay motivated and eating healthy, and you will see the results once you get on the scale after those 12 to 14 days. Yep. Absolutely.
Good answer, good answer, good answer. You can also send us a question or a podcast topic request to unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. That's for any questions that you may have that you would like for us to answer. Or anything you like, hey, I want to hear y'all talk about this. Yes. So can y'all talk about this? But yeah, that's unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. And now I'm ready to finish
time for the wine
of my wine.
I hope y'all have y'all wine.
Because I mean, if you've been listening, you should automatically know. Unless you at work. Don't have your wine at work.
Don't have your wine at work.
But like, pretend that your water, because everybody got water cups. Yes. That your water is wine. But if you're at home, You can have some wine.
Yes.
Or you ain't got to drink a little Hennessy, whatever you want, whatever your preference is.
Just a drink, okay?
Just a drink. Sip with us.
Yes, absolutely.
Which, you know, we talking about fitness and we drinking wine. But hey, balance. You know.
Healthy balance.
Healthy balance.
We didn't say you have to exit all out.
No. But that's
Just
good
be mindful.
too, though, you know, because some people like to go cold turkey on a lot of things. And sometimes that's where you mess up.
Yes.
Going cold turkey is not the way to go.
No.
Because when you do get it, you're going to indulge.
Overly indulge.
Like overly indulge.
Yes.
And then you're going to be mad at yourself because you're like,
yeah,
I just had a dozen donuts. And I normally only just eat 2 or 3.
Right, absolutely. Because my mind is telling me that I want it. Because I can't have it. You know, when you could say, oh, I'm starting my diet or this lifestyle change on Monday, and then you're gonna see all the commercials for food. They're probably gonna bring free lunch to work and all those different things, and you have to say no. But that temptation is going to be present whenever you're trying to do right. But again, I encourage you guys to stay firm and to say no consistently for at least 14 days. And
you know it's gonna come.
Yeah.
You know when you set yourself or set your mind, not even just with fitness wise, but just budget wise, if you like, you know what, I wanna do better with taking my lunch and my breakfast to work.
Right.
And then you're gonna go up there and you're not gonna want what you bought. Right. Because somebody gonna bring something else. And it's gonna smell good and it's gonna trigger something, and then you're gonna go buy it.
Yep.
Same as when you want to eat better and change your eating habits. Then all of a sudden there's Krispy Kreme donuts in the break room for everybody. Absolutely. Or there's pizza, there's coffee, hot cocoa. It's getting cold now, so you can be getting marshmallow hot cocoa days, or whatever in the office, and it's just gonna happen. Yeah. So if you know it's coming, you can better prepare. And some people struggle with taking their lunch and eating it before lunch actually gets there. Yeah. Because your mind is, I know the food is there, so I'm gonna eat it. And then now you done ate your whole everything before lunch. Then lunch will roll around, you're hungry again, and you gotta eat something else, and it's just a whole thing. Yep. So just knowing that it's coming, that's discipline. Yeah, definitely. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother beast in itself. Is being disciplined. Yes. With what you want. Yeah, absolutely. But the results when you start to see them is beautiful. Definitely. It is. Because I love them. I work for them. Oh. No, not yet. I was trying to read where you was going. I was like, nope. Nope. Okay. I love my results. Just throw that in there. But yes, so that's good. Yeah. But yes, there you go. All mine's clear. All mine's clear. All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Yes. And yeah, until the next time. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.